Michelle, I have this fond memory of you and I starting to work together, and your memory of losing Grandma at the airport. And today we're talking about wandering, and that example really spoke to me about wandering. And so could you tell us more about it?
Well, I think too, because I called you right after in a state of panic, and you helped me really readjust our expectations as a family. But it basically, and now we can look back on it in laughter and find the humor in it. But my grandmother was flying back from North Carolina, and we often shared her for the holidays between different family members. And my mother dropped me off at Orlando International. You know, it's a huge airport. It's just massive. So I was kind of sprinting through the airport to make sure I was right there at the gateway as soon as she came off. So I'm sweating, I'm getting there, I'm ready to go, I'm looking, everybody's coming off the plane, and I don't see Grandma. And I see a guy with a wheelchair, and I walk up to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, she got off the plane first. She said she absolutely did not want that wheelchair. She was going to the bathroom, and that's the last he saw of her." So I started to panic, and I was telling you about that. I mean, really panic. So I called my mom, who was starting to really panic and get pretty agitated with me for losing Grandma. So we now officially lost Grandma. And when I called the security team, my mother was on speakerphone, and she said, "Your grandmother would never ever wander past just that immediate area or the bathroom." And we totally fanned out all over the area with the whole security team from the airport, and she was nowhere to be found. So they said, well, could possibly she have gotten on the tram? So we got on the tram. My mother said she would never ever get on the tram. So past the point of all that security, we got on the tram, we kind of fanned out, looked at everything, we'd sort of secured all those areas, did not find her. So I thought, could she have possibly gotten to baggage claim, which you know how far from the gateway to baggage claim is in the Orlando airport. And never ever, Michelle, she would never ever wander that far. That would never happen. And we found her in baggage claim. I mean, there she was. She had just followed the crowd. And it really was, as I told you, the first time that she didn't recognize me. I was out of context. She was a little confused. She wasn't agitated. She had just kind of followed the crowd and sort of done her thing. And the security people were looking at me like, she walked a baggage claim, you know.
Right.
I mean, what was the problem here? I mean, Grandma wasn't really lost. She just followed the crowd. But that was an hour later, and everybody was really nervous. And it was the first time our family talked about maybe she shouldn't be flying anymore. Maybe we needed to reset some expectations about how we handle the holiday experience.
We often hear this. We hear this from caregivers where they have that aha moment, the moment that they know that life has changed and now it's time. Maybe time not to travel so much, or maybe time to have other interventions in place. So I thank you, Michelle, for sharing your story about your grandmother. I'm sure that many caregivers and many people will be able to relate to it.
Thanks so much.